I'd like to welcome Mr. Brian Murray, Chief Executive of Workspace Group. He's here to answer a few questions on social entrepreneurship. First question is, what is a social enterprise?
Well, so a social enterprise can be looked at as being like any other business. The significant difference being that the surpluses or profits that are generated by that organisation are not used by the owner for his or her own purposes. They're used by the people who control the organisation for some sort of community benefit or social benefit. Key difference in terms of how the profits are used.
Next question then is, what is the purpose of your organisation that entitles it to be classified as a social enterprise?
Our purpose is very much based around the village that we were set up in other words, Draperstown. Back in mid-1980s, there were a lot of significant issues in the village, and a group of local community people came together to try and do something for the village. I suppose 32 years later, our focus is very much still on doing something for the village of Draperstown in terms of community, in terms of social, in terms of health, and that's what constitutes us as a social enterprise.
When was your organisation set up?
Set up in 1985, 32 years ago, set by the local community. I suppose there'd been a bit of work done prior to that in terms of looking to see what could be done. And the local community came together through a public meeting initially back in 1985. And it took some time to get the thoughts together, to get the project together, and probably most importantly, get some money together. And the local community came together over a period of 6 weeks back in 1985 to pull the initial funds together to get the project started.
What is the structure of your organisation?
The structure is now that we are a group of companies. The members of the community who set us up initially, we referred to them as our members. There's about 170 of those members. They appoint a board of directors. We have a voluntary board of directors of 9, and they appoint myself and the rest of the staff complement. As an organisation, we now have 6 subsidiary companies undertaking various activities, but those all feed into the parent company, which is the charitable status, which is the overall organisation.
How many people are employed by the Workspace Group?
Currently employ 180 people across 19 locations, 14 in Northern Ireland, 4 in the south of Ireland, and 1 in Manchester.
What financial support do you get, including government support?
We don't get any government support as such. I suppose one thing that we've always been proud of the fact is that we are self-sufficient and not dependent on any government grants as such. We do contract work for government in terms of we bid for tenders and we deliver those tenders and we pay for those tenders. But the majority of our income is raised from dealings with the commercial sector, with the private sector, and not with actually any government grants as such, which is something we're quite content not to be in that situation where we're dependent on government funding.
How many businesses or organisations do you currently support, and how has this changed over the years?
I suppose that depends on what we mean that what we support. Within our own organisation, we have 6 subsidiary companies. So we've got the business where we started off from providing Workspace, hence the name, Workspace, providing business incubator units. We have a recruitment agency. We have a company manufacturing waste heat recovery systems. We have a company installing home insulation. We have a company doing recruitment, and then we have a recreation centre as well. So there's 6 parts within the group. Then, as I suppose, looking at that question slightly differently, in that we, as a workspace, we provide incubator space for new businesses to start up, and we do that in 3 locations: Draperstown, Marfelt, and Castle Dawson. And we currently have about 60 business units occupied by about 50 different businesses. And that's grown over the years. Initially started off with 14,000 square foot way back in 1985 to about 90,000 square foot, so it's grown significantly in the past couple of years.
Can you please give an example of a business you are currently supporting?
In terms of a business that came through Workspace as a startup company, I suppose one example I would quote more recently is Block Blinds. Cormac Diamond came to us probably 7 or 8 years ago at this stage, wanted to start manufacturing blinds, and we gave a small unit in Draperstown in our centre there. And over a period of a number of years, they started to grow and expand, and they needed more space and more space. and came to the stage where a year and a half ago, when he's got to the stage of employing 80 people, we couldn't accommodate him anymore, and he's got new premises now in Norafelt, significant size of premises, and a real success story in terms of supplying big name brands across not just the UK but across the world now, and his employment's going to go up to 180 people from 80 currently, so a real success story.
Do you support any community facilities? If so, could you give an example, please?
So the ethos of our organisation is very much around making stuff happen in Draperstown, which wouldn't happen otherwise. So in terms of community facilities, some of the stuff we do include the recreation centre, where no one was prepared to put a recreation centre into Draperstown, and we said, well, here, we'll do it. So we got the land, we built the recreation centre, and we subvent that from our surpluses on an ongoing basis, and we run various activities there. Other community stuff we do, we run an after-school club, again, because the private sector will not do that, and if that's the case, we'll step in. We provide facilities for the local youth club, we provide facilities for the local library, and various other charitable organisations as well.
How do you measure your impact, and what is your plan for growth?
Because we look at our impact in terms of the impact we have on the community, and there's various measures of that, where it be the number of people who use the recreation centre, the number of unemployed people we get into jobs, the number of people we help start their own business, the number of people employed within the company, our wage bill. All those are measures which we look at to see the impact we're having. Over the last 5 years, which we've been growing at a fairly constant rate. 5 years ago, we probably employed 120, now employed 160, so there's significant growth in there in terms of staff, in terms of turnover, in terms of locations. We have no plans to reduce our level of growth, but that growth will be very much organic in terms of the existing activities we have, how we can expand them over the next few years.
Has your organisation received any awards in recognition of its purpose and achievements?
Yeah, we have, and it's nice to get recognition. We've got various awards over the last number of years. We got the Big Society Award, which David Cameron, the Prime Minister, presented us that stage. Some of our folk have been to Buckingham Palace to pick up the Queen's Award for Enterprise and Sustainable Development. We won the Social Enterprise of the Year for Northern Ireland last year. We've won Northern Chamber Awards and Institute Directors Awards, which are all nice, but I suppose the key thing is you don't rest on your laurels. It's nice to get awards, but you got to make sure that you're continually pushing on and doing stuff and being innovative and making sure that all the stuff that you're doing is really well received. And I look, yes, rewards are nice, but I look more towards how we actually delivering, and it's much nicer for me actually see that we are the top performer in some of the programs we're delivering, as opposed to actually getting a recognition award, you know, that we are actually providing a really brilliant service to our customers. I think that's the key thing.
As a social enterprise, how do you promote your organisation and tell the story?
We did a whole variety of means. Like this is part of our promotion. Getting a bit of coverage here, and my colleague Anne was here yesterday talking to a group of your colleagues. But we do a whole lot of stuff. We produce an annual report, which this year we sent out on a pen drive, and we sent that out to a whole host of organisations. It's on the internet. We do a lot of stuff on the web. We do a lot of stuff on social media, Facebook and LinkedIn and whatnot. We produce an annual calendar, which tells about the various organisations we have. We do a whole raft of different stuff because we have so many different customers, so many different organisations, so many different stakeholders. We have a different approach depending on who that stakeholder, who that customer is, sort of thing. So someone is very focused in terms of, let's say, our manufacturing company will do very specialised technical promotion materials and send those off to, for example, a host of food companies, and where our recreation centre colleagues are promoting stuff very much through social media. So there's a whole host of different methods of promotion of the organisation.
Well, thank you, Mr. Murray, on coming here today.